Episode 4 of Naomi. I liked it. She's definitely, in some shit now. So we start out with her parents telling her how they met. And I thought that was actually pretty sweet, honestly, with the little CW touch and whatnot. They met in an art gallery that her mother was attending or working at. And they got married short after. They were, I think, hiking or something like that in the woods. They seen a light. They went to go look for it. It was Baby Naomi on a disc. And Baby Naomi is so damn adorable. Oh my God, them little chubby cheeks. Anywho. They tell her that, there was no one else around when they found her, and she understandably forgives them, but, that type of information isn't easy to digest either, which is okay. She's 17, she's dealing with it, she's turning with D. She was thinking about it. She ended up pulling a Captain America and punching a punch bag against the wall, and she invited D to dinner with her family, and they were a bit harsh on him. No funny shit. Her dad was like, so you told her she was an alien before we could too? And he's like, you had 16 years. And to be fair, they made a fair point. But at this point, the military is looking for aliens. They are aware that aliens exist. They are searching for them, and her dad, works for that branch of the military, or that department of the military where they're doing the hunt. And he realizes, that someone's searching for something or someone. And it later turns out to be Naomi and the disc. But before I get to that, Naomi, she does have her day-to-day school stuff. And I've been here before, not with like the exact same thing, but the vending machines no longer have candy in them. And they were replaced with healthier stuff. So pretty much most of the kids that were there in front, in that hallway, whatnot, was like, we don't like this girl, she's the class president, I forget her name. I believe it's Esme, I'm not entirely too sure. She's not a jerk, but she's definitely a serious personality. So they pretty much convince her to run against her. But one of the first thing Naomi does, like being an episode before I get back to that little segue, she pulls up to Zambadu's auto repair shop. Where's the disc? Oh, okay, she's just getting straight to it. And he's waxing the car, giving her the speech how, no one really does that by hand anymore, and, it's convenient because of the machines, but, there's no shortcut around the work. And, she pretty much lets him, keeps telling her, I just want the disc. He tells her, like, you might be in and over your head. And he just gives it to her, and she's confused as to why he gave it to her. And he simply says, don't believe everything you think. Now they get to school, and she's having trouble deciphering the code. She gets it to light up or whatever the night before, but that causes a huge blackout, which, catches the attention of the military. It is a military town, of course, which is, that makes sense. And she pretty much, with the help of her friends, they try to decipher it themselves using different types of methods and stuff like that. And they use the Turing machine, which I totally forgot about the fucking Turing machine. It's crucial to stopping the Nazis in World War II. It was essentially a machine that helped, decode certain messages. And that's a long short of it. I don't want to give you like the whole backstory of it right now, but yeah, they get it. They figure it out. And the blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman that Zumbadu was talking to, the woman that, isn't allowed to go back to Earth 29 because of Zumbadu for some reason, Naomi finds her because of this in the message. She found they pretty much coordinates in the description. She pulls up. I think she takes the bus from Port Oswego to Portland. And she finds her. The woman just ups and just, none of that. She walks away. Naomi has to chase her down on her skateboard. And she pretty much lets her know that they're from Earth 29. It was a beautiful place at one point in time. And the less she tells her, the safer she is. And, just more cryptic, it's non-detailed, so it's cryptic, and she's not really saying much, so there's clearly some shit going on, like, that pretty much affected the whole planet, or that Earth per se. Then all of a sudden, after dinner with Dee and the parents and that little awkward situation, she goes ahead and does her speech at town hall meeting for student council. She's running for student body president, and she does a good spiel about honesty and how saying what you want can often be uncomfortable and can lead to rejection, but being true to yourself is very important. And she essentially drops out, but her and Annabelle are going to get some milkshakes and whatnot from their favorite place, and dude shows up. Mind you, some dude, the same dude pulled up in Zumbadu's auto repair shop, and just straight, you can tell he was sketchy. And I don't know if he's going to come back or he's just, a type of character or whatnot. He clearly has some type of radar or whatnot, because he was looking for some type of, there is giving off little beeps and meters and red bars and whatnot. And Zumbado was pretty much like, yo, dude was like, I'm looking for something rare, worth of, valuable, something, with the potential to make me a dangerous and powerful person. And Zumbado was like, pretty much like, get the hell out my shop. I ain't got what you're looking for. You better stop snooping around here. Mind your business. Boom. So Naomi goes to her locker and she senses like a weird presence. Goes to her locker, grabs a book, closes it, dude's there. Now at first I thought his power was multiplicity, cloning himself and making more of himself or whatnot. Turns out motherfucker's a teleporter. So one, he tells her, I'm taking you back to Earth 29. There's a lot of people looking for you, and you ain't really got a choice. She zaps him, boom, knocks him on the ground. Didn't really faze him too much. I thought she killed him for a minute, but she definitely surprised him. Bop, bop, bop. He appears there. She runs. He appears somewhere else. She runs. She ends up running out the school into, I believe, the football field. And dude appears, and all of a sudden he teleports like some type of spear in his hands. And I'm like, oh shit, so he can summon stuff too, or whatnot? I don't know. It looked fucking cool. And as soon as he's about to do her in, pause, D pulls up, wings and all, giving this man the business. Now, mind you, he's the other dude's a teleporter. The bounty hunter's a teleporter. So I've seen and read enough comics and movies and shows to know that depending on how you teleport, how your teleportation works, you can be nasty as hell as a character with that. Like, we all see Nightcrawler do his thug dizzle plenty of times for decades. We've seen Jumper. And, for a minute I thought, D was gonna get, stabbed in the back or something like that. But with D's powers, he can sense a presence too. He can sense a presence in a certain range, and he can definitely tell, they have power or whatnot. And he he spanked him real quick, and it's a real emotional scene because she's essentially about to get murdered and or abducted and taken someplace. And crazy thing about it is the dude set the radar. He had looking for Naomi on top of the rock that she was found on, and as her father is looking for, is looking for, where's the source of radar coming from, he finds it, and his boss is like, you took a detour or whatnot, and he pretty much lied to his boss. He's trying to protect his daughter first and foremost, which is understandable. So he's already in a slippery slope, very slippery slope. Works in the military, has an alien daughter, so not telling his job, they're hunting. So I can see how shit can hit the fan either, like, probably at the end of the season. So, 1, who is this guy that was looking for Naomi? 2, how many other people are like him? How many other people are looking for her? How important is she to Earth 29 at this moment? Because it's clearly been some time, they're here because her powers emerged. So that right there got me excited for episode 5. Then at the end, she's with I forget his name, damn it, the soccer player, the guy that she liked, broke up with him for a bit, whatnot. She realized what she wanted, and it was him. They did the little smooch thing, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really nice. The fact that she realized, she was honest with herself. And Dee gave her a little speech about that. It's more so being honest with yourself, being true to who you are. And that, I think that's where Naomi learned, like, honesty is key. And she quit running. She dropped out the race because that's not what she really wanted. She was more so curlers doing. That's not that, she don't want to do that yet. So I get that, and I want to see how their relationship goes from there. If how he's going to find out how he's going to react. How her friends are. No, her Annabelle already knows. I want to see how he reacts. That's going to be dope. Now, bounty hunter dude, I don't know if he's coming back or there's going to be a different type of bounty hunter next time. But we didn't see too much of Zambadu in this episode, which is okay, because I'm pretty sure we're going to cover him more later, because I'm like, dude was in Zambadu's office, not even in the regular, like, lot. He was in his office. Totally out of line. And Dee was like, they might send more people, but they got to go through me first. Now, hopefully, Dee isn't the only one trying to protect her. But I also wanted to see a glimpse of Earth 29. Now, hopefully, they don't kill Dee off in the first season, because he seems like a really important character. Really important character. Super fucking important character. Show's got me hooked so far. Not like I'm obsessed with it, but I'm very interested, and I don't mind investing my time and self into it. It seems well written, so it's a bit fast. The pace is a bit faster now that she's finding more stuff out and things are coming to light, no pun intended. So yeah, this might be my new favorite show. Flash comes back in March. I'm so excited about that. I want to see what they're going with this. I know Bart and Nora are coming back. We might get Wally coming back too. Eddie Thawne is back. Great. Effing great. Super great. But yeah, Naomi, Tuesday nights on the CW. It's not a bad show. It's actually all right. So like I said, the first episode, yeah, and then like I said, it grows on you. It's really nice. So yeah, shout out to Ava DuVernay and the people at CW for making the show. And we'll be right back with some messages. Peace. What is going on, everybody? I hope your day, night, evening, afternoon is going well. I hope your day is full of productivity, happiness, and love. And I'm going to do something a little different. This month is Black History Month. And, me being a little nerdy guy or whatever, I decided to shed a light on Black comic book characters for the month of February. And today, we take a look at Jakeem Thunder, also known as JJ Thunder. He's a fictional comic book character from the DC Comics universe and a member of the Justice Society of America. His first appearance was a cameo in The Flash Volume 2, number 134 in February 1998. That was while he was Flash, because at this point, Barry Allen was still believed to be dead while he was traveling the Speed Force. And his full appearance was JLA number 26 the following year in February 1999. He was created by Grant Morrison, one of my favorite writers, Mark Miller, another one of my favorite writers, and Paul Ryan. Not the politician, the artist. So he goes by Jakeem Johnny Williams. He was a member. His team affiliations include the Justice Society of America, Justice League, and the Teen Titans, and of course he has the power to summon the genie Thunderbolt, which I think is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole damn genie in your pocket. He's from Keystone City, home of the original Flash, Jay Garrick and Wally West. And, in the comics, I should say, his mother left while she was still pregnant with him. His mother left his father. His mother left his father while she was pregnant with him. And unfortunately, he became an orphan when she passed from cancer. Now, in the comics, cancer is one of those things where there's no coming back from that. Marvel, the original Captain Marvel in the Marvel Comics universe, he died from cancer, and it was crazy. It was crazy. So there's no coming back from that in the comics, even though no one really dies in the comics. His father, whose name is Phil, never knew about his birth, even to this day. He was raised by his aunt LaShawn, and we all have an aunt, we all know somebody named LaShawn, especially in the Black community. He was a latchkey kid, very reliable, grew up on the streets, and he had to toughen his skin. He had to be a little potty mouth. He had to, be a little aggressive, which is understandable. Now, I believe Thunderbolt is connected to, its master or whatnot, its user, due to their mental state and their emotions. And, Johnny Thunder, the original Thunder, began to lose control over his, the genie Thunderbolt because of his declining mental health. So he put the genie inside a pen, and, Jay Garrick, who's essentially a fucking sweetheart, didn't know about his power and gave the pen to Jakeem. Now, for every entity, there is an opposite, or it's an antithesis. And Leaks, I believe, a blue genie similar to Thunderbolt, but he's evil in nature. He's starting to threaten the world, and the JLA and the JSA united over the fight, where Jakeem essentially discovered the Thunderbolt, and turns out he came from the fifth dimension, and he's actually controlled by speaking its name backwards. which his name is Seiyu, which I think is actually pretty good, not goofy in a bad way, but it's silly and it's fun, because Thunderbolt's not really a Thunderbolt's played by Jim Gaffigan in the comic, in the show. So that's what type of character he is. He's lighthearted as all hell, and I love it. I really do love it. So shout out to all the stand-up comedians that are getting all these roles in Marvel, in comic book movies and TV shows. I think it's awesome. Randall Park, Hannibal Buress, Clayton F. English, and Hawkeye playing Grills. I thought that was amazing. So while Ease and Leaks battled through space, Jakeem worked with a small group of JSA members as they attempted to stay alive. Jakeem even tried to punch out Quisp, a third genie that came to threaten the group. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'd love to see more of Jakeem. More of Jakeem in the show. Definitely want to see more of him, being that Courtney's brother, I believe, gave it up. And like I said, there will be more of that daily, long little facts and stuff like that. So there we go. We got some more on the way. Stay tuned. I think Jakeem is going to be a prominent member of the JSA in the Stargirl TV show. I also think that we are going to, because like I said, the team is being redone for the modern times. So I like I said, I really like Stargirl the series, and I think Jakeem is a wonderful addition. Is the fact that they're going to do his story more of it. I know they're going to do more of Thunder in season 3. I think that's cool. He said he's for the most part, yeah, summon control a genie from the 5th dimension. Our Man stated that Thunderbolt can follow the commands and from the recordings of Jakeem's voice that were recorded on Mr. Terrific Seafarers, although he was never seen in action. I think that's cool. Mike is his name. His friend is Mike. That's Courtney's stepbrother Mike. Yeah, so there's not much on that character. He said he's been around since 98, 99. And like I said, I'd like to see more of him. He seems like he can be a powerful character, so I'd like to see him, grow older or have his own spin-off show or whatnot, because I think that's a really cool fucking power. Really cool fucking power. I definitely can't wait to do more with the podcast and explaining all these different black and brown comic book characters coming up in the next month. Thank you guys for your patience. It's a lot going on right now. I recently quit smoking weed. I'm taking a break on a path to sobriety. This is my 2nd day so far. Ooh, yay me, London Tipton. And honestly, I'm really excited to go with this journey, you guys. I'll be documenting it on my blog on WordPress. The link is in my podcast description. It's time for me to do better for myself, starting with my health, my mental being, my spiritual, and my physical well-being. To change the world, I must first change myself. And I have to be honest with myself. And to be frank, I wasn't in the greatest headspace this past year. I got more successful. I lost something along the way. I lost essentially my light. I lost what made me, what made me happy, what made people want to be around me. And, recent events and stuff like that, I come to realize how much I was hurting the ones I loved, with my not give a fuck attitude and me thinking I know everything and me being hard-headed. And it's time to put a stop to that. I am now a co-parent. And this is a chapter in my life where I never thought I'd have to necessarily experience. And I was really my goal is to break cycles, is to end generational curses in my family and among my bloodline. And it starts with me and my household. And I have to come to the terms that I can do better. I can be better. And I have to do right by me first and, to do right by others. And I'm grateful for the relationships that I have built, and I hope to mend other relationships, or at least get closure or find closure in some, or to give closure. I was surrounded by a lot of love, and I was in my own head so much and in my own feelings that, I miss the forest for the trees. I forgot it was bigger than me. It was more about me. I'm saying that, I affect other people and things. They say you affect about 8 people generally in your life. 8 people you affect directly, good or bad, and that they affect 8 people, good or bad, in their life and stuff like that. And I realize how I act towards people and around people affects how they interact with me and with other people. And that is a chain reaction. I must stop that. I must look unto myself and find what happened, what I lost, and what I can do to change. And it's not going to be easy. These things aren't easy. These things come with a lot of pain, patience, understanding, self-reflection. I am going to be 29 years old. And in most cases, like I said, I've known people personally that's never made it past 23 or not even to 18. And it's time for me to stop playing games. It's time for me to not only do what I like, but do what I love productively, be productive, be mindful of others, be more honest, not only with myself, but with others. Speak and walk and talk into the path of truth and light. I had a huge problem with lying and lack of communication. I'm good at talking, but I'm horrible at communication. And I have a problem with that, and I have to work on it. So day by day, I will get better. I will be better. Will things be easy? No. Are they going to be perfect? No. Dynamics and situations have changed and will always change. But that's the beauty of the human condition. Something happens, we react. They say it can make us or break us, but those things that can break us can also shape us. What breaks somebody can make somebody else. So it can or it won't make you. And like I said, there are lessons to be taught from everyone and everything. No one is above, mistakes. No one is above correction. No one is above criticism. And everybody has something to work on. And I have a lot of shit to work on. And I'm here saying that now. To the world. I, Shaquem Green, sometimes known as Shaw Mercurio, have shit to work on. I know the world is watching, so I'm going to give y'all something to watch. Thank you for joining me on my journey to self-discovery, my path to righteousness,